Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your monthly reading for November 2024. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you are new to my channel, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the astrological cosmic weather forecast for Scorpios. And then I will do your spread. And then after that, that's when I'm going to break it down week by week. I'll pull more cards. I'm going to tell you major aspects I want you to look out for. There's so many great auspicious aspects, and then also challenging aspects that I want you to look out for as well. And then after that, I'm going to do something a little extra for you. Okay, so big month, and that's why this is going to be one of the most important months of 2024. And happy birthday, Scorpio. You know that I'm going to say that many, many times. I'm very excited for you. You know I love y'all, Scorpio. But let's break it down. November, really big month. A lot of shifts here. A lot of enormous potential, too, especially for you. You know that. You know that. It's going to feel like you're kayaking down a river, okay? And, you know, there's a lot of momentum at times, some really fun moments. There's going to be times this month where you may feel like you're coasting, and sometimes where you feel like you may have to paddle a little bit more, okay? But also a lot of areas, like I said, a lot of areas where you're going to have a lot of opportunities and many opportunities to correct course if you are seeking that, okay? This overall is going to be a big month of awakenings. Now, there are going to be 2 new moons. That's how big. So when I talk about potential, enormous potential, new opportunities, new chapters, we got it. You see, we kick off the month with a new moon in your sign. We have another new moon at the end of the month. Now we also have many retrogrades, including Mercury going retrograde. If you live in the U.S., listen, Mercury's going to go retrograde November 25th, the last week of November. So I say November's going retrograde, Mercury's going retrograde. So you know that's Thanksgiving week. So just plan accordingly. Okay, we're going to talk about that later. But what makes this such an enormous month that can be a little bit wild too is the fact that you see we have 5 planets going into different signs. Okay, 5 transits here. This is big, all in November. And yes, there's more in the back here. I'll flip it out around when the time comes. But the other thing is what makes this month very different from the last 2 months is that both the Sun and Mercury are moving into Sagittarius, and Mars, your traditional ruler, is moving into Leo. So that's adding all that fire, okay? Remember, we've been going through a lot of water energy, really heavy water energy, so could have been very emotionally moving for you the last few months. It could have been emotionally draining even as well with some of the aspects there. Pluto, by the way, your modern ruler. Oh gosh, Mars is your traditional ruler. I think I said that. Pluto is your modern ruler, Scorpio. Pluto is leaving Capricorn, finally. It's going to be here for the last time ever in our lifetime, Pluto and Capricorn, moving into Aquarius. Okay, so very big, different vibe shift here, moving into Aquarius for 20 years this month. And then Saturn, by the way, is also going direct. So this is an enormous month. Saturn's going direct mid-month. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel that it's in your place of joy, pleasure, relationships, true love, children, recreation, procreation. This is a really, 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 really big month. So let's break it down, okay? Scorpio, you see in November, we just right off the bat kick off the month with a new moon in your sign. So we have a new moon in your sign Friday, November 1st. So again, happy birthday. This is a huge birthday gift of a new moon. It is such a great new moon. I mean, like, break out the champagne, right? Break out the champagne or the Diet Coke, whatever you drink, Zima, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Mars is going to be sextiling this around this time. Uranus. So wow, this is going to be really special for you. Okay. Very high energy, a lot of wonderful surprises, a lot of big breakthroughs you could have. This new moon is far from boring. We got Saturn and Pluto in really good places. Saturn's actually trining this new moon. I mean, talk about, remember I said that's joy, that's pleasure, Saturn being in Pisces, okay? True love, all of that. Really amazing for you. We actually have this great water trine during this new moon with the moon harmonizing with Mars and Neptune as well. So really deep. You see Scorpio, you get to set the tone of the month right from the get-go. Okay, so really plant seeds, take action, right? Set intentions to maximize this growth, right? This new moon is going to play out for many, 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 many weeks. It's creating this new cycle for you. Remember, you create your reality, and so it's in your sign. You have whatever you want. Mercury moves into Sagittarius, as you can see, the same day. Now, Mercury is going to retrograde November 25th. Therefore, it's going to be in shadow right before. So you're going to start feeling that maybe toward the end of the week, end of the first week. Mercury in Sagittarius, by the way, very interesting. Okay. It's a little quirky. And I say that because Mercury is all about logic, right? It's all about the rationale. It's all about the finer details. Sagittarius is all about big concepts, the big picture, philosophy, wisdom. So yeah, there could be a little bit of disconnect here. It's kind of like finding, I don't know, Hot Pockets in the vegetable aisle, whatever. I don't know. There's just got to be something you're just like, okay, this is kind of weird, but work with this energy because there could be some great enthusiasm around this time. You will definitely 1000% have really deep philosophical conversations. There's got to be some things that could really heighten. You're going to be thinking about yourself a lot because you've got all this Scorpio energy, right? Sun's still in your sign. You've got this new moon in Scorpio. And then Sagittarius, it rules your second house. So it's self-worth, it's self-value, the value that you bring to things. It brings out that confidence in you. So very interesting here. Now, another key highlight for you this month, Scorpio, will be money. Money, finances, income, all that great stuff. Sagittarius was your second house, and that is the second house. So assets, things that you value as well. You're going to be having a lot of conversations likely around money, okay, finances. But again, if you're not here for money, it could just be like things about you, right? Like I said, self-value, okay? Now, this is a great time with Mercury and Sagittarius for you, Scorpio. Learn new things, explore new concepts, okay, expand the higher mind. It's definitely a placement where it's all about becoming wiser, right? So just keep that in mind. You're going to feel this Mercury energy, especially when it goes retrograde. We're going to talk about that in a second, but I want to just explain shadow for you. The easiest way to explain it in 20 seconds, 2 seconds, Mercury is basically dipping its toes in the retrograde. Okay, so here's the thing about Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. I actually like it. Yeah, I know. It sounds a little crazy, but hear me out. All right. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, even Mercury in Sagittarius, it is very, let me rethink my old belief systems. It is very, let me take another look at the big picture. So a lot of that reassessing, okay, reassessing what I want in my life to become wiser, right? Learning, exploring, speaking, thinking, believing your higher truths, okay? It's very being in touch with your authentic self. This is my authentic self. This is my awakening. I'm being awakened now. So keep that in mind, okay? Remember that is a key theme for the month. Now, why is that a key theme? Why is an awakening key theme? Well, because Mercury, which is going to be very active this month, rules Virgo and Gemini, okay? 2 mutable signs. It's moving into Sagittarius, mutable sign. So what does that mean? You're going to be willing to adapt to change that you want, change that you control, okay? So it is never too late to be what you might have been. If you know who said that quote, let me know in the comments. But remember, a lot here. Money matters. So maybe even rethinking the way that, you handle money, make money, or, build that foundation with money in your life could be a big, topic for you this month. Now, Sunday, and not in a bad way. And then remember, you got that new moon in Sagittarius, so you got something big coming. Now, Sunday, November 3rd, and that one's at the end of the month. Sunday, November 3rd, daylight savings, y'all. So remember, if you live in a part of the world where we have that, this is the day. But I am going to address the elephant in the sky, and that is Mars opposite Pluto. Now, Scorpio, I want you, out of all the signs, to really pay attention to this. I have been talking about Mars opposite Pluto for weeks, and you know that, okay? We're here. It's at 29 degrees, okay? Mars in Cancer, Pluto in Capricorn. So 29 degrees, anaretic degree. It's strong. It's just strong. I am going to harp on this a little bit because I want to prepare you. This is going to be a big thing. And it's such a big aspect, you're going to feel it for weeks, not just to say for weeks. Secondly, we're going to have Mars opposite Pluto again, beginning of January. So again, get in preparation mode for Mars opposite Pluto. Power trips, power struggles. It's really going deep. Emotions being heightened, emotions getting the best of you. All of that energy. Remember, Mars, your traditional ruler. Pluto, your modern ruler. So Scorpio, this is going to have pretty much an impact on you. Remember, a lot of this can be something testing you spiritually, conversationally, words being exchanged. It's in your third and ninth houses here. There could be something here also with travel. Keep that in mind, right? There may be something here in travel where you're just not seeing eye to eye with someone on a trip or while you're planning one. Someone at the ticket agent, things like that. Okay, so remember, Pluto is the planet of, are you going to fear me or are you going to own me? So you can channel this energy for emotional growth, your personal empowerment. Pluto is power. Just know that this day, this energy is very amped up. Okay, it's like Christine over there had her very first shot of espresso. It's like, this is really strong. All right, so Pluto, which rules the underworld, locking horns with Mars, the warrior god. So what does this mean? Well, in a nutshell, it is bears being poked. It is you being a bear being poked. It is other bears being poked. And because they're getting poked, they're taking it out on you. This is being overbearing. This is others being overbearing. So again, it can go on a deep level, deep subconscious level. That's what Pluto is here. Remember that depth. Pluto's also extremes. So just keep it in mind. Remember, vibrate at this high frequency, because what Pluto's doing is Pluto can be bringing out those low frequency energies of Mars, right? So especially with emotions being so heightened at this point. At this point on November 3rd, with Mars in Cancer at 29 degrees. Now, the great thing about this is that Pluto is transformation, Pluto is regeneration, Pluto is power. Mars is ambition, drive, and passion. So again, you can channel this energy to seek your higher truths, be in touch with your higher mind. All right. There, to be honest, could be parts of you around this time where you're just ready to release things that help you move into your empowerment, doing some shadow work. Okay, we're talking about Pluto here. Remember that depth, even on a psychological level. Okay, so what is shadow work, by the way? Exploring parts of ourselves that we repress, things in our subconscious, right? Things that may be a little challenging to confront, but Mars is giving you that energy and Pluto's power, right? So when you do that shadow work, when you release those, okay, your light shines. Remember, you got light inside you. So you're going to radiate, channel this energy constructively for empowerment. And again, do not let anyone take your power. Now, Mars moves into Leo right after on the same day. Mars is going to be here all month long. So remember how I talked about money, salary, income, finances. It's going to be a big theme for you this month. Well, Mars just moved into Leo for the entire month, coming in hot. Okay, literally moving into Leo, fire sign. That's your 10th house of career. Okay, so you see your salary and your career houses activated this month. Now, Mars in Leo, that's fiery. That's really fiery. Mars will go retrograde in December, meaning, yes, Mars is in shadow as well. I'll talk about that later, but just know that you've got Mars and Mercury in fire. So you're just going to feel it. You're going to feel this charge, action, drive, strength, a lot of focus that in general could be about your passions, creativity, really heightened here. Children, love, relationships, focusing on things that make you feel proud. This is Leo, okay? Remember that. And because it is Leo and it's Mars in Leo, yeah, sex drive, sex life, all of that could be part of the picture here, okay? Leo rules this domain. Now, Mars in Leo just being assertive, driven, feeling a lot more expressive. We are talking about Leo energy. It is your time to shine. Remember, Leo, all about that spotlight, you directing your spotlight. Where do you want to direct it? Remember, this is in your place of career, fame, public recognition, your reputation, honors, achievements. If you're retired, if you're not here for career, what are you exerting your energy into that you want to be known for? Okay. And then you've got Mars. And it's physical energy too, by the way. All right. So The fact that Mars is in shadow, things could be moving at like a slow and steady pace. Okay, so don't fight that. Mars doesn't like being in shadow. He's just whoosh, wants to just boom, boom, boom. And shadow is just a little bit of slowdown. Remember, he's got like his feet in like, the very first, the shallow end of quicksand. So, nonetheless, he's in Leo. And that's a lot nicer than Mars and Cancer. So take that action. Mars wants you to take action. You have this chance to, and always control your narrative, by the way. Just go forth. Use this energy. Now, Monday, November 11th, Venus moves into Capricorn for the entire month. Here's the thing. If you want that wild, unbound, free-spirited, fun-loving side of Venus, harness your energy in the first 11 days of November, okay? Because it's going to be a big shift when Venus moves into Capricorn. Now, it's not a bad thing. Venus is great in Capricorn. It's just very different, okay? Venus in Capricorn for you, that's your third house, okay? So communication, logic, thinking, processing, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, even travel, okay? Travel elements around this time, where it's short trips, okay? Like going from here in Brooklyn to Harlem, right? Or Catskills or whatever. But Venus in Capricorn, what it's doing, it's taking everything that you love, themes of love and money and creativity, pleasure, all of that. And now you asking yourself, how do I bring structure to this? I'd like to put in the effort. That's Venus in Capricorn. Okay, all about that structure. I will be loyal, dedicated, putting trust at the forefront. That is Capricorn, Venus in Capricorn. Okay, so also big focus on career and work could be possible. That's just Capricorn energy, but just think your passions and desires to a lot of grounded, practical energy for stability. Okay, commitments, long-term energy. Now, Friday, November 15th, we have a full moon in Taurus. So a lot happening around this full moon in Taurus. I want you to think back to May 7th. What happened for you from May 7th, the following weeks after May 7th? Because this full moon corresponds to the new moon that we had in Taurus at that time. And that was one of the best new moons of the year. Not only that, it came just, weeks after the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. That was also in Taurus. And so Taurus is your opposite sign, Scorpio, partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments. Hey, something around this full moon is going to be illuminated. Something around this full moon may end. It could just be like a phase or something like that, okay? Keep that in mind. There's going to be a turning point here because the full moon is also conjunct Uranus. So there could be something here that is an unexpected surprise, but also big breakthrough. And it goes with the theme that I've been talking about for what's happening this month. Uranus is the great awakener. You're awakening. This is you waking up. This is you waking up to the fact that perhaps something's got to go, okay? Partnerships, relationships. There could be something with legal matters as well around this time. All right, so Saturn goes direct on that same day. What a loaded day, okay, mid-month. This is going to be big. Saturn's been retrograde since June 29th. All right, so a couple months there. You're going to feel this when Saturn goes direct. He means business. Now, he's waking up. He's put on his big boy pants, his cowboy boots. He's going to you. He's asking you, Scorpio, what are some of the lessons that you've mastered since I've been sleeping? Did you pass my test? Remember, Saturn's all about tests. So pay attention what happens, the week after Saturn goes direct or even on that day. Had a lot of energy here. Again, Saturn in Pisces, your fifth house, love, true love, relationships, children, procreation, recreation, even romance, things like that. Okay. So there's an element of feeling responsibilities, discipline, work, everything that Saturn requires. Like you may start feeling really strong, but moving in a direction that you spent many months thinking about. Now it's like go time. Okay. Saturn is back in his saddle. You will feel this energy. Now, Tuesday, November 19th, Pluto officially moves into Aquarius. Wow. You are going to really feel this.
Hey, listen. Pluto moved into Aquarius January 2024. Shortly afterward, it retrograded, and that was also in May, and went all the way back to Capricorn. So Pluto moving into Aquarius, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on. I'll probably leave a link at the top or maybe in the description box to the week that Pluto did move into Aquarius. I talk a lot about it for you. Remember, that's your fourth house. That's your domestic sector. There's stuff happening at home for you for the next 20 years, okay? Remember, Pluto, power, empowerment. There's big things happening. Significant other, home, moving. You're gonna, definitely a lot. You're going to be moving, buying real estate, maybe redoing your home, adding something, getting roommates, whatever it is, like kids, things like that. Remember, this is fourth house activity. So just keep that in mind, okay? And then Aquarius is all about innovation. It is, you're going to see advancements in technology and space, and Aquarius is a humanitarian, the communities, the world, and the future, right? So Pluto's going to be here for 20 years. We've got time, okay? We've got time to talk about this later. Now, Thursday, November 21st, we move into Sagittarius season. That's just really fun. Okay, you got Mercury and the Sun here in Sagittarius. So for the next 4 weeks, it's all about your journey. Remember that Sagittarius energy. It can be in terms of seeking wisdom, your philosophies, freedom, big part of that, okay? Big picture energy that I talked about. All right, so keep that in mind. Again, a lot of focus on money, 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 as well as self-worth and, you know, things that you value. Monday, November 25th, Mercury will retrograde in Sagittarius. So just, you know, plan accordingly with Mercury retrograde. As you know, it can bring those delays and glitches. The thing about Mercury retrograde this time, it's in Sagittarius, Mercury retrograde Sagittarius until December 15th. Then it's moving direct in Sagittarius. So Mercury will be in Sagittarius until January 2025. So this is, again, very interesting for you. First of all, just be mindful the glitches I mentioned, the delays, technology, computers, Wi-Fi, travel, flight delays, all of that. Communication, though, like maybe not getting emails, missing appointments, scheduling stuff that goes sideways. Those are things that just happen with Mercury retrograde, okay? Now, here's the thing. So stay frosty, be cool. You got this, okay? You've been through Mercury retrograde before. Now, it's all about the re's, right? Reassessing, revising, reevaluating, restructuring the way that you see things, especially when it comes to finances, income, salary, self-worth, self-value, all right? And also, yeah, people from your past can resurface around this time. You could also revisit places from the past with Mercury retrograde. So just remember, there's a lot here about reassessing, right? This is a great time to also, with it being Sagittarius, to change your beliefs to fit your big picture. There's got to be a lot of you, remember, having your awakening, and you're just going to experience it. Saturday, November 30th. Now we have the new moon in Sagittarius. Okay. Now it's on the 30th. This new moon is actually happening really late at night. So it depends on where you live. It could be December 1st. All right. So we'll obviously discuss this a lot more in your weekly forecast, but Mercury, the Sun, the new moon in Sagittarius, all in your second house. Money, income, salary. So there's something new happening here. You've got Jupiter and Mars harmonious during this new moon, working with this new moon. So is Uranus and Pluto. This is an amazing new moon. So set intentions, big ones. Remember, big picture with this Sagittarius energy. So you see other aspects at the bottom. We're going to talk about that. Or only aspects. Actually, the only aspect on that whiteboard was Mars opposite Pluto, because that's a big deal. All right, so, but you see this is a big month. Scorpio, happy birthday. There's so much happening. You're going to feel a lot of these energies. Let's see what's going on for you. I'm so excited for your new moon that you get. For Scorpio rising and Scorpio moon. Okay, Scorpio. Woo. I don't know why I keep wooing. Woo, woo. Who does that? Scorpio, y'all are amazing. Maybe because it's your birthday. Yeah, you get some woos. You get some woos. You get a woo. You get a woo. Scorpio, y'all are amazing. I do a traditional cult across spread, offers the best overview. If we need to put clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, again, happy birthday. I'm very excited. Y'all, you get a new moon. You get an amazing new moon. Let's see what's going on for y'all. Okay, so wow, you are gonna have you're gonna have a month. You're gonna have a month. There's gonna be some changes and shifts. So much power. So much power here. Okay. Well, you're clearly good, but you also see clearly there's going to be some changes. Okay. You got the sun. Love it. With the sun, the biggest yes in tarot: optimism, abundance, feeling free. You even see the wisdom child here, naked. It's that free, like, be expressive. Okay. Don't let anything hold you back. There is a sense of you possibly feeling like you're going through like a rebirth or whatnot. Don't you love the sun? Literally, as I have the sun card shining on my face, isn't that a sign? Wow. Achievements. This is absolutely amazing. Okay. Even like health, vitality, all that great stuff. All that great stuff. You're great. I love this direction. There's so much optimism here. So you may feel that around that new moon as we kick off, even, during Scorpio season, sun being in your sign. So really, really great and special. It just seems like everything's moving in your direction. You got the Emperor in the heart of your spread. Big. This is big. He's the ruler, okay? He's the ruler of not only his destiny, but like family wise, right? Like you like stepping up and really taking charge and being that figure that's like not only authoritative, but making things work, right? But also being that person that people look up to. This is really, really amazing. Okay. And remember, you've got like family, like Pluto moving into Aquarius. That's like family stuff that's happening, even with all this Capricorn energy that we still have: siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors as well. But even still, this is great. Passion, power, authority with the Emperor. Okay. This is, divine masculine, mastery of self, right? Remember, you're going to have a lot of that this month. Really going deep, really knowing who you are, really even, what I said about that awakening. But this is a lot of power. With great power comes great responsibility. Remember that. And I only say that because, I'm looking at your entire spread, but you also have the Six of Wands in your challenge area. So two things here. One, there could be a little bit of I think I mentioned inspired action. So there could be something that you may want to take inspired action for, because there could be something that you feel like that you have not been getting, or something this month where you feel like you're not getting the recognition that you want for something. That Emperor energy could come out really strong with Mars opposite Pluto. So just be mindful of that, because remember I said he is like the authority. Like he lays down the laws. Like this is the Emperor. The other thing is, there could be someone in your life that is also part of your journey, or there may be someone here who is not real. Like it's just like ego. Okay, let's just leave it at that. There's a little bit of ego. There's a little bit of like, look at me, and it may be someone that you already don't like to look at. So remember, bears being poked this, for the first few weeks, but again, we're having it at the end of January, so you may feel it the last few weeks as well. Just keep that in mind. It could be in a work environment, but it could be like this competitive energy. So again, it can be family as well. Things that have to do with home. Just bear that in mind, because that is the biggest energy coming up for me. Okay. And don't like anyone like take your power, get your goat, your scorpion, right? You did get the Queen of Pentacles in your crown, which is really amazing here. Queen of Pentacles does have this amazing maternal side to her. There's so many things in this card that reference the Magician, which I love. And so again, with the fact that you're kicking off your spread with the sun, I love, again, there may be this sense of like rebirth, renewal, this new sense of like, I see things in a new way, but in a way, in terms of, remember, money's might be on your mind. You literally have the Queen of Pentacles in your crown, and the Queen of Pentacles, the richest queen here. But this is someone who has this really giving personality, but it's also like that trust. Remember, I talked about that with Venus moving into Capricorn, Venus being money as well. So the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. So that sense of trust is going to be really big in terms of, I'm putting trust at the forefront. I really want to trust, this new structure, system. I'm setting up for myself. There again could be some growth that you're thinking about. Remember, pentacles are your physical reality too, so something coming into your world. Now, you have the Four of Cups and the Rudier spread. So that's why I was talking about the Six of Wands energy earlier with the Four of Cups and the Rudier spread. It really is, vibrating at the high frequency. And I talk about it all the time. We're all made of energy. Now, Four of Cups here, he's vibrating at a low frequency. You can see the Hand of Spirit offering him a fourth cup. He's just kind of sitting under the trees like, yeah, whatever, right? With his arms crossed, crossing off his heart when he's already got 3 cups as well. So raising that gratitude. So this is saying that, yes, there may be a feeling of maybe there is this seeing something that you feel that you deserved, that maybe it's not happening yet, or you're not happy with some results of something that comes through. So remember, with that Emperor energy is really strong. It's really strong. Just handle things with grace is all I'm saying, okay? And vibrate at that high frequency and have that gratitude for everything in your life, okay? There may be something here that does have to do, that may just be testing you, and it's making you feel a little bit more forceful. The Emperor can be a little like, I'm the Emperor, like that kind of energy. Remember, you can use this, channel this energy for self-empowerment and feeling, so no one takes her energy, no one takes her power. But with that Six of Wands and the Four Cups, just be mindful of that, okay? Vibrate at this high frequency. I'll even clarify that Four Cups for you. Yeah, see, you got the King of Swords. So remember, this is, you could be feeling things like emotionally. Remember, emotions are going to be heightened, but King of Swords brings that clarity. So bring in that clarity. King of Swords, this is someone who is, like a member of Mensa. He's brilliant. He's strategic, and he's faced all his truths. Okay. No one can hide anything from him. He's all about, even like big picture energy. Okay. So that's power and authority too. But in terms of when you speak to people, when you communicate with people, and the way that you're seeing things and thinking things. Okay. Again, this is more head above the clouds. Now you got the Tower in your future. And so one of the reasons why that Emperor energy may have been coming out really strong for me, I was like, oh, when I was talking about the Emperor, is because the Tower's in your future. This is a card where things are a little bit chaotic, a little bit destructive, things that just happen out of nowhere. You see the lightning striking the crown off the Tower, right? So the crown represents ego. Remember, we're doing shadow work, okay? We're doing shadow work this month. And anyway, just be mindful of that, all right? Be mindful of that and work with these energies. You're going to be fine. Now, the other thing is there may be something that actually does happen here where, first of all, the Tower, by the way, don't fear it. Like, people fear the Tower card. Listen, when you fear the Tower card, you're already creating this low energy frequency for yourself. Like, why would you do that, right? Secondly, the Tower happens for you, not to you. Like, what comes after the Tower? The Star. And then this is just saying that something may not be working. But I'm going to clarify this because something else is coming up for me. And that's what I thought. Okay, so you got the King of Cups right after that. Some of y'all may actually want something to just... right? You're Scorpios. You love, you're Phoenix rising from the ashes. Like, burn it down. If it's not working, build it up. Okay. There you go. With the King of Cups. That's a lot of power here. You've got a lot of power. You're thinking about power. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. You got all these courts, the Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, King of Cups. You got the Emperor. I mean, like, really sitting in your throne. And so King of Cups is great though, because that's that emotion, that's that feeling like not only self-love, but love for everybody else, but to love everyone else, you've got to have that self-love, like really going deep. This is someone who's very intuitive, and the King of Cups is Scorpio. So it's almost like something may change that puts you back in a place where you're in the comfort zone, your comfort zone. Okay. King of Cups is also having that emotional stability, emotional intelligence, emotional maturity. That's the King of Cups. He's just chilling in his throne. And you can even see what's really interesting here. Well, you see the Tower, and then you see in the King of Cups, the water that he's on is really turbulent, yet nothing will knock him off his throne. That's how comfortable he is. He's the King of Cups. Okay, so really interesting. So there may be something that does happen here, and Uranus is going to be very, active. And remember, I'm breaking some of this down after some of the Uranus aspects. I want you to watch out for this month. Okay, some of it's going to be really good too. But remember, the other thing, by the way, I think I mentioned partnerships and relationships. There could be something there, but either way. There's, this is all about you and your empowerment and how you see things and feeling empowered, and working with the energies this month, because it's going to be, like I said, Sally or Jane or Dennis, whoever it was, like took their first shot of espresso, like amped up energies. And with Mars and Pluto very active and opposite, again, your ruling planet Scorpio in your birthday season, while we have all this Sagittarius energy in self-worth and self-value. So big month, but you've got the power. Remember, you can channel it in the direction that you want, right? Scorpio, what a month. What a month. Y'all are amazing. Happy birthday to, what are y'all doing for your birthday? Say, yeah, leave comment. Tell me what's going on. Like, if you can subscribe, that's great. I love y'all. Thanks so much for being here. Tell me what you're doing for your birthday season. All right, now let's see what's going on. Oh my. I mean, yeah, okay. So it does feel like there is this, it's almost like a message that's coming through is like forced to be reckoned with. That kind of energy is what you're gonna be this month. I mean, clearly you're good. You're gonna have a lot of power, but just remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Now, you got strength. Well, first of all, can I just point out the fact that your entire spread is major arcana and core cards, other than, these two cards, right? The 6 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. But this is just saying, raise your gratitude and be cool. Anyway, this is going to be a big month for you. You got strength. Great. Wonderful. Have it. Go deep. Open up that heart chakra, right? We talked about this little guy crossing off his heart. Well, this is all about heart and soul. All right. This is that inner courage that you get from your heart. Okay. And believing in yourself, that's a big thing here. Remember, I talked about that trust, okay? It's self-trust as well. Same thing with the Queen of Pentacles. She's got this trust. She's got this faith that everything's working out. Don't worry about anything. That's why she's rich. That's why she's the richest queen. She can build whatever world she wants because she believes in herself, okay? Believes that all that is possible. And now you got the strength card, all right? So not only is this tapping into your inner courage and strength and infinite possibilities that come with that. The other thing is being able to, tame the wild sides of you, right? The parts of you where resisting the things you shouldn't be doing is, that requires a lot of strength and courage. And remember, this may be a month where there's a lot of strong energies that you may be feeling, that you may be working with, especially with what's going on here. Now, Page of Cups with the King of Cups. I love it. So there may be something here coming through. Message, really great message coming through. Pages, arms of the messengers. Something that could be very emotionally moving. There could be someone coming through as well that's going to be part of your reality, part of your journey, part of your world. Pages are the newbies. Cups, emotions, feelings, love, relationships, which is really great. Okay. Remember, you got a lot of work stuff, career stuff happening too. Could be something in terms of work. Okay. Maybe you get the intern that you needed as well if you have a business, but this is really great. I love this energy. This is allowing you, it's almost like really pushing you down on, this path of following your bliss, which is really nice. A lot of creative energy comes with the Page of Cups as well. Okay, so I love this. This is wonderful. With that King of Cups energy, you got the Hierophant as well. That's a lot of power. I mean, you got a lot of power. It just seems like that's what you want. But again, for a lot of y'all, it's spiritual power. It's spiritual empowerment. I mean, it is the Hierophant. Now, remember what I talked about, structures and systems, all of that as well. There you go. Boom. Okay. So, two big messages coming through. The Hierophant is really into structures and traditions and things like that. But at the end of the day, it just seems like the things that you're building for yourself, like, are things that you are doing because you do want to become wiser, right? This is all about wisdom. You see the, columns from Solomon's temple. You've heard about the wisdom of Solomon here. But also like being like I said, like a force to be reckoned with. Okay. The big leader that people look up to. All right. So really, really love this energy. There also could be you wanting to have that sense of authority, in terms of a relationship or a partnership. Again, that can be career, that can be love, however that resonates with you, your soccer coach, whatever it is, because the Hierophant is Taurus, right? So Taurus, rule your opposite sign, partnerships, relationships. Lastly, you got the King of Wands. Now, how amazing is that in your final outcome? So you've got nothing to worry about here. You're going to be sitting in that throne. You may be feeling a little bit restless. The King of Wands, actually, so much passion, with a lot of passion, by the way, because remember, you've got Mars moving into Leo all month long. King of Wands is Leo, okay? And the other thing is that you can see him kind of like tilting out from his throne. Like, he can't sit still. He's just so full of passion. And this is epitome of fire. When we talk about Wands, the fire suit, right? Now, he's also the entrepreneur. Hello, there you go. You got Mars and Leo in your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, everything I mentioned earlier, reputation, all of that. He's a fun king too. I mean, Leo's fun, right? All about transformation. This is really great. Very transformative energy, fiery energy. This is a lot of power. I mean, you've got 3 kings and an emperor and the Hierophant here, and the Queen of Pentacles, and the Strength card, and the Sun card, and the Tower, and the Page of Cups. I mean, like, this is own it. Own this month. I mean, you got this. Remember, you create your reality. Now, let's break it down week by week. Scorpio, first week of November. Yep, we kick it off with that new moon in your sign, which is amazing. There's a lot of aspects happening the first week. Mercury, we talked about moving into Sagittarius, Mars opposite Pluto, Mars moving into Leo. But one day that I want you to mark down in your calendar is Monday, November 4th. Monday, November 4th, when the Sun trines Saturn. This is one of the best aspects of the month, one of the best days of the month. This is the Sun trining Saturn. Okay, very auspicious here. Effortless energy. Please start something new. This is coming right after, just a few days after your new moon. And this is happening in your 5th house of true love, of relationships, of joy, of children, of creativity, self-expression, procreation, recreation. Please start something new. Set goals. You're going to feel ambitious around this time. This is all about new ventures, relationships, something rewarding that has that long-term potential. Remember, we're talking about Saturn here. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the first week of November. Now I'm oohing. Oh, and then you got the 8 of Swords. Words. Okay, so let's listen. You got Mars opposite Pluto, so there you go. All right. Again, your ruling planets, you may be feeling those energies. Now, can I remind you, you also have this beautiful new moon in Scorpio, and you also have the Sun trining Saturn. So don't let that Mars opposite Pluto energy really overshadow these amazing aspects that you have. Okay. This is, it looks like you're going to have to face some things. Okay. Facing your truths. Remember, I talked about that. Maybe even doing shadow work, maybe really going deep. And when I say going deep, this card is attributed to Gemini. It is a Gemini card. Remember, Gemini rules your 8th house. You're the native ruler of the 8th house. That's all about going deep. That's all about doing shadow work. That's unrooting things. So take that time, okay? Take time for yourself. Be able to, face the things that you need to face. And if it feels like there may be something, you know what? I'm getting another, I feel like it could be someone, I'm going to clarify that for you. Okay. Well, clearly, if you get out of that headspace, don't overanalyze things, don't overthink things. Know your worth, know your value, and remember what I said, believe in yourself. Believe that everything's going to happen for you, right? You got the Death card. How amazing is that? There you go. That's your card. Death attributed to Scorpio. And so you're going to see changes happen right away. Now, one of the energies that I was picking up earlier is that some of y'all may know that you're going through changes. You may be feeling it right from the get-go, and that may be a little scary for you. Like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? So much changes. I can't even downplay the energies of Sagittarius with Mercury and Sagittarius for you. Like that is just like what. It's interesting, okay? But it's going to allow you to see things in a different way and have that awakening. But remember, be willing to see what's possible for you, okay? Now, you do that, you got death, you got transformation, big old transformation coming. This, again, is your card. This is all about this is amazing. You can see that it's this transformational process. Things are happening for you, okay? A lot of opportunities. You're moving into the land of opportunity. You even see the sun rising, okay? You see the sun rising there? And it's rising because you see the river and the boat, they're moving east. The sun rises in the east. So opportunities, you see the two little towers here? Well, it looks like there are some things that are going to have to, especially up here, okay? So make room for those opportunities, right, Scorpio? Now, second week, we got Venus moving into Capricorn. We talked about, I want you to pay, full moon in Taurus we talked about, Saturn moving direct we talked about. I want you to pay attention to Saturday, November 16th, the sun opposite Uranus. Remember I said Uranus is going to be very active this month, and I'm not talking about all the aspects. There's just too many. So we're going to break it down in your weekly forecast. But remember, you got the tower here. And so I actually, with the sun opposite Uranus here, there really could be something here. This is strong rebellious energy, by the way. So there really could be something here where it's almost like there's something that does happen that allows you to have that breakthrough. Okay. But first, a lot of y'all, it could just be something unexpected, surprising that you needed. Right? That you needed. Okay. So let's see what's got like the tower. All right. So let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the second week of, well, okay. We'll take it. We'll take these. Oh my gosh. Judgment and Queen of Swords. You see what's happening here? I mean, this is really crazy. So you've not only got death, but also judgment. This transformation leads to your spiritual awakening. That this is a month of awakening, especially for you. I mean, judgment is attributed to the planet Pluto, your modern ruler, your ruling planet. I can't even. I mean, you got Scorpio, in Pluto here. So you're going to have this great awakening. You got the Queen of Swords, another court card, all these major arcana and court cards. Like, I can't even. That is so seeking some fairness, but also like, now you're in the zone. Now you see things. Now you see things that are fair. Now you see things that are just like, okay, making great decisions, being a great mediator, even like in your life, like, wow, this is really great. Well, the Queen of Swords, by the way, is attributed to Libra. So there's a lot of that Libra energy that comes with this. So it can have to do with partnerships and relationships. But wow, that's amazing. Ooh, I can't. Okay, well, I'm okay. Let's keep going because there's so much more to cover. Third week, we can skip that for now. I'll tell you Monday. I'll give you Monday. Okay, Monday, November 18th, Scorpio, the sun trine Neptune. I mean, this is truly high frequency vibration, compassion, kindness, spirituality. This is dreaming big. This is visualizing. This is vision boards. This is turning dreams into reality, manifesting. But really, this is really amazing. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's a great one. Pluto moves into Aquarius. We move into Sagittarius season. And then November 22nd, another great one for you, the sun sextile Pluto. I mean, you could not ask for a better, this is absolutely amazing. Okay. So finances, relationships, getting support from authorities as well. There could be something here big with home for you as well, but really, really nice. So let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the third week of November. You got the Hermit. Okay, very interesting. I really love that. Another major arcana here. All right, so remember what I said. You're going deep. That's true, like soul searching, really going within, maybe even taking some time to yourself, like saying, oh, there's been a lot going on during my birthday season. I'm going to step away for, a couple hours and, go to the Himalayas, whatever I want. But, going deep, that's all it is. Okay. Remember, I said finding that light within you. That's the hermit here. That's the hermit. It's all about seeking that wisdom, right? There's so much wisdom here. You got the Hierophant, you got the hermit, and you got the judgment card. I mean, that is big. Gray entails wisdom, by the way. So huge. Yeah, you may be doing a lot of reflection. Remember, I said that from the get-go. Now, last week of November, Mercury goes retrograde November 25th. One day that I do want you to mark down, November 27th. That's going to be Wednesday when the sun trine Mars. So this is going to be a big career moment for you. Okay, big milestone possibly, but also feeling alive. Like there's something here that's just so strong. I mean, this is the sun blasting all this energy, this life force into the plan of action, like huge. We'll talk about it in your weekly forecast. Physical endurance too. This is Mars's physicality with the sun. I mean, wow. And then we have that new moon in Sagittarius on Saturday, November 30th. Remember, that can be December 1st, depending on where you live. It is happening late at night, but again, money, 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 money. Let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the last week in November. Yeah. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. I mean, like, come on. You just got the 10 of Pentacles. There you go. There you go. This is legacy. This is the you made it card. This is success, prosperity, but it's also like coming into your physical realm and seeing all the things happening in your physical world, appreciating things in your physical world as well. Pentacles, remember your physical world, physicality, but this is great. Okay. It's raining pentacles in the form of the tree of life. A lot of family energy here as well. There's card is associated with like inheritance. There's just so much happening here, but there's abundance. There's look how big that castle is. It's almost like moving into this other dimension that is just so crazy that's happening with that last week. After all look at the journey here. I mean, your life is truly changing. You're seeing things in new ways. You've got a lot of power, and dominant by with major arcana and court cards, big ones because they're kings and queens. Kings and queens. I mean, you're going to have a lot of power this month. All right, so let's break it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm using a different deck now, breaking down by 4 themes, okay, just to give a little bit of focus because November is such a big month. The first one will be career, okay? So career. Now, that can also be your passions. If you don't have a career, if you're retired or whatnot, it can just be, career, profession, or just whatever you're exerting your energy into that you want to be known for. All right, so let's see what we can expect. We're going to choose from these cards. That's it. Oh, wow. Knight of Cups. Very nice. Another court card for you. Look, who are you? Who are you? Knight of Cups. The romantic, the knight in shining armor, right? So remember, you got like partnership activity all over happening so much, like a lot of it. Okay. There you go. Knight of Cups. He's the one that's extending his cup, right? He wants to share his cup with someone. All right. So really nice. There could be some movement in love and relationships, as I mentioned, also work-related matters, as I mentioned, but there could also just be you. Listen, really, and when I say in terms of love and relationships, because this is career, someone that you it could be like a BFF, it could be your mother, it could be someone that you love, right? It could just be platonic as well. It could be a family member, it could be a best friend, things like that, okay? Or it could be your wife, husband, whatever it is, significant other, anything like that. But the main thing that I'm saying here is that Knight of Cups, he just wants to be emotionally fulfilled. It seems like you're moving in that direction in terms of career. Now, let's see, love. Okay, now we're moving on to love. Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you for love for November. Okay. Wow. What, you are on a roll with the Page of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Okay. So there's something new coming through in terms of love. You can expect it. Very adventurous. And, you know, you do have Venus and Sagittarius again for the first half of the month. That adventurous spirit, that adventure, like optimistic, risk taking. There you go. The Page of Wands there. Excellent. Okay. Especially if you're single, but if you're in a relationship already, wow, you could be entering this new phase. Really wonderful. Now we're going to go to health, wellness, fitness, even mental health, okay, as part of health in general. Let's see what's going on for you. Oh, you got the Four of Cups again. So when it comes out twice with, you know, different decks, with the Four of Cups, yeah, in terms of health, wellness, fitness, again, there is something here. You've got to raise your frequency, raise your gratitude. It's maybe affecting your mental health. Remember, there could be some egos at play, some of that happening, power trips, power struggles. Remember, your health is the most important thing. Mental health is extremely important, okay? Mental health affects physical health. Mars and Leo can be really amped up energy, physicality, as I mentioned as well. So just keep that in mind, okay? Just continue to raise your frequency, and that's going to help the most, okay? In terms of overall health, wellness, fitness as well, okay? So have that gratitude. That is the main thing, you know, gratitude. When you have gratitude, it has this physiological impact on your heart, right? I'm not gonna get to it. Like, we're already over time. Let's go on to, but it's good for you, okay? Gratitude. Now, last card is what I call the pay special attention card. It's just, let's pay special attention to this card. See what it has to say. That's not it. Hi, Ruby. Okay. High Priestess. Another, I mean, like, come on. Yeah, so go within, do that work. The High Priestess is the guardian of the subconscious. So do that shadow work and know that you're protected. She's guarding you, really helping you, like, go within, find that light within you, be in touch with your emotions, your intuition, your higher mind. That's all that is, okay? So really go deep. Have those moments. You already got the Hermit here, okay? Remember, you got Judgment as well. You also got the Hierophant. You got the pair of the High Priestess and the Hierophant. But really big, I mean, like, you got like 3 minor arcana. It's all major. It's mostly major arcana core cards. Like, this is gonna be the biggest month. That's your thing. This is gonna be the biggest month you've had so far this year. It is your birthday season, but this is, you know, this is big. This is huge. Okay, Scorpio, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh gosh. Okay, if you like this reading, it would be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's going on, and next week we'll go deeper in the aspects. Okay, thanks so much. Bye bye.